What it do, man? BY3 the hard way. Y'all make sure y'all go like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good Live from 85, we back at it again, man. The realest one on the net, boss talk of business. You know what to do. Subscribe, man. If you come across the video and you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, support, like the videos. That way the videos will pop up in your feed and all that, because sometimes you don't get my notifications, but you gotta start liking so the YouTube algorithm can pick it up. So let's get to it, man. We're talking about rappers that are or were under control by the labels. Now you see a lot of rappers, you know, they'll sign these deals and everything be good, but then you give it about a year or 2 years, then they disgruntled and you find out they wasn't making money, they don't own this, they don't own that. So we're gonna get to it, man, and we're gonna talk about the most recent case of that, Lil Xan. Now, Lil Xan was talking about how his manager Stat Quo was doing him dirty. Now, before I show you this video, I think some people don't know who Stat Quo is. Stat Quo from Atlanta, you feel me? He used to be, I ain't gonna say just a poppin' rapper, but he had clout or whatever. You know, he was signed to Eminem, but I didn't know he used to be his manager. But this right here, what Lil Xan had to say about it. Check this out, and I'll be right back.
And that's not even the real reason. I almost died on tour multiple times from him supplying me drugs anytime I needed it, because I couldn't perform if I was withdrawing. And I've always wanted to make this case known. He is a terrible fucking human being. You know. He even had a vodka to give. And yeah. You know, it just sucks. You know, the industry just sucks. They just want to keep you alive long enough to make their fucking money. And if you die, even better for them. Because guess what? It's easier to manage a dead artist than an alive one.
Hey, see, Lil Xan saying he ain't getting nothing, you feel me? So that's one little case of it, and that's crazy, you know, if you buying a car and all that and you can't drive it or whatever. But I'm gonna say this also on Stat Quo defense, man. When you're an artist and you saying you want something, you know, you gotta go ahead. I ain't gonna say you have to, but more than likely you gonna get that artist what he want and what he need for him to stay happy and for him to keep you employed, because, you know, they'll let you go or whatever, and you gotta feed your family. So it's two sides to that story. So on to the next, we got Uzi Vert. Now, y'all know Uzi Vert, he went and got that what was it, emerald or whatever in his forehead, when he got it took out. And it was supposedly 24 million, you feel me? That's a high ticket. And then, you know, he was posting stuff like this about 3-4 years ago. And he was just so disgruntled with the labels, and he couldn't put out music and all that, you feel me? And you know, it's crazy, man, the things that we don't know that be going on behind the scenes, you feel me? And now all of a sudden you don't really hear him making no more claims or nothing. And that's another thing. Once an artist start complaining, you don't never really hear him make too many more complaints, but they still be up under that label. So I don't get that. So let's go on to the next one. And this is a very popular artist right now, NBA Youngboy. Now NBA went from this, and now he doing this. You feel me? And there's no knock to him or whatever, you know, because he said it out his own mouth. You know, he likes wearing makeup. You know, it's him. He can be himself. So to me, that sounded like, you know, that's something that you already wanted to do. And I guess you put on makeup behind closed doors. I don't know, man. I don't know, but I know he took his music down from YouTube and all that, you feel me? And then he started making posts about how he ain't making no money from there, and the label gets a percentage of this. Because, you know, people forget, you know, Youngboy signed to a label. I want to say Atlantic, but yeah, he signed, you feel me? So it just gives you an idea of how these labels, like I say, a person be on the outside, you know, they buying chain houses and all this and starting labels, but it really just seems like a front, because you can start a label, but you can't put out music on your own label because the big label won't let you. You know, it's crazy. And then you always see an artist saying, you know, once they make it, get like I say 4 years, they'll tell you don't sign to any labels. You know, stay independent. And then we're gonna go to the last one. But I got a couple honorable mentions too, so just stay tuned. Meek Mill, Mr. Twitter fingers, you know, cause he was going crazy on Twitter for a good little bit. But he wrote this right here. And now you see that he going at Rick Ross talking about Rick Ross ain't paid him and Rick Ross on this and that, and then that was a little while back, cause then now he's a little bit more quiet about the situation, and I don't know if anybody else noticed it, but Meek surrounded himself not by a bunch of hood dudes. He might have them around, but for the most part, he surrounded himself by rich billionaires, and I'm gonna keep it 100, man. Think about this. What can Meek do for these rich billionaires? You feel me? Because people don't have you around for no reason. I know what the rich billionaires can do for you, but what can you do for them? It's food for thought. Honorable mentions, and I got two. Big Sean. Y'all seen the interview. Say Kanye owe him money. He had to go in his pocket and do this and do that. There was a part of the cause of him having depression and all that. People that's in the top spots, like I said, that would give you that one-sided story, but you have to use your common sense and actually think, put yourself in that situation. And once you do, who do you think lying? And I'm going to leave it at that. And then we got Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne had to take his daddy, the man that got him tatted on him, the dude that said he'll do anything for him, the dude that practically raised him, had to take him to court to get his money. That says a lot. And I ain't even going to bring up the other instances and, all the stuff with Young Thug and all that. I'm not even going to bring all that up. Just that part. You got to take your daddy to court, get your money. You feel me? So, with this video, I say all that to say this. Put in the work. You feel me? Put in the grind. If you already got a buzz built up, man, just keep on working, man. You can get the money out yourself. In the South, they showed you the blueprint. Get it out the trunk. If you're doing like I'm doing on YouTube, whatever, just keep pushing it, man. Keep making your videos. Keep grinding. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Don't worry about nobody else's subscriber count. Don't worry about what they getting. Just focus on you. Because nobody's going to look out for you like you. Don't put your business and what you stand for in the hands of a person that you just met that's already up, because they just trying to stay up or get more up. They're not in the position that you in, so they're not thinking how you thinking. So just remember that, man. BY3 the hard way. Y'all make sure y'all go like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good shit. I'm gonna hit y'all with another video real soon, man. Till then, me and hold up for you. Do what you're supposed to know what you want to do. And I'm out.